Silence can be a weapon. Silence can be a shield. Silence can be a deliberate, powerful choice. But here is the question few people dare to ask. When does silence stop being wisdom and start becoming betrayal? The Stoics understood this distinction deeply. They knew that disciplined silence builds strength, but misplaced silence forges chains. Words, when chosen with precision and purpose, can shape destiny, dismantle oppression, and protect the soul from decay. There are moments when staying quiet is not humility. It is fear wearing the mask of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. And sometimes, to be one, you must speak." These are the 5 moments when silence becomes a betrayal of your own soul. Listen closely, because one day life will place you here, and the choice you make will define you. First question: what happens when injustice stands directly in front of you? Every life reaches a moment where injustice appears without disguise, demanding obedience. Most people look away. They convince themselves it is not their fight, not their responsibility, not their problem. But a Stoic does not bow to tyranny, and he does not empower it with silence. Seneca warned, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it." History confirms this truth. Without mercy, evil thrives not only because of those who commit it, but because of those who remain silent while it unfolds. When you witness cruelty, corruption, or oppression, your voice becomes a moral instrument, not for chaos, not for revenge, but for truth. You do not speak to appear virtuous. You speak because silence would force you to live a lie. So ask yourself, if I stay quiet here, who do I become? Second question: what is a man without principles when they are challenged? Strip away comfort, approval, and safety, and what remains? Epictetus taught that external circumstances do not define us. Our response to them does. Yet this is where many fall. They hold values proudly when they are celebrated, but abandon them when they are mocked. You will be tested. Your discipline will be questioned. Your restraint will be ridiculed. Your pursuit of virtue will be dismissed as weakness. This is the moment silence tempts you. But this is also the moment where speech becomes self-respect. Not loud, not angry, but calm, grounded, and unshakable. A Stoic does not speak to defeat others. He speaks to avoid betraying himself. The answer is clear. If you stay silent here, you lose something far more valuable than approval. Third question: what happens when falsehood dominates the room? Lies do not need to be powerful to survive. They only need to go unchallenged. The world is full of voices repeating falsehood until repetition turns deception into truth. Zeno, founder of Stoicism, taught that philosophy is not meant to comfort us. It is meant to align us with reality. And reality often demands courage. When deception misleads the weak, when manipulation reshapes facts, when illusion replaces truth, silence becomes submission. This is when a Stoic speaks, not with rage, not with ego, but with reason sharpened by discipline. Truth does not need theatrics. It needs steadiness. Ask yourself, if I remain silent now, whose reality am I protecting? Fourth question: what do you do when someone you love walks toward darkness? A Stoic is not cold. He is controlled. He understands he cannot command others, but he also knows responsibility does not vanish just because control does. When someone you love is consumed by self-destruction, despair, or vice, silence is not acceptance. It is abandonment. Seneca reminded us, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. And sometimes helping another live requires uncomfortable words. You may be resisted. You may be ignored. You may fail. But Stoicism does not measure duty by outcome. It measures duty by action taken in alignment with virtue. The answer is simple. You speak, because love without courage is not love at all. Final question. What happens when you know the truth, but fear keeps you quiet? Fear is the most effective silencer known to man. Fear of rejection. Fear of consequences. Fear of standing alone. But Stoicism is built on a brutal reminder. Memento mori. You will die. And when that moment arrives, the weight you carry will not be the harsh words you spoke, but the truths you buried. Truth unspoken does not disappear. It decays inside you. And a life lived in fear of truth is a life half-lived. There will be a moment when truth demands your voice, when it presses against your chest, refusing to be ignored. That moment will define you. Will fear command you, or will wisdom guide you? A Stoic does not speak for noise. He does not chase arguments or applause. His words are measured, disciplined, and necessary. But when silence would cost him his integrity, he does not hesitate. He does not retreat. Some words you will speak will be small. Others will reshape the ground beneath your feet. When that moment arrives, do not let fear decide for you. The world does not need louder voices. It needs truer ones. Voices that speak not for power, not for praise, but because truth demands expression. Stand firm, speak with purpose, and live as the Stoics lived.